Do you hate when you look in your wardrobe and it's the same boring styles of pants to choose from? Well, guess what? I'm going to show you how you can level up your wardrobe with a trendy pants that you can make for yourself. But in order to make that pants, you need to know how to make the pattern. In this video, you're going to learn how to make this trendy bubble pants that has an inverted pleat at the front. And guess what? You're going to be using the easiest method, which is the pivot method. So let's get right into it. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, click the link below so that you can book a one-on-one call with me to talk about fashion, finance, math education, or how to get out of debt. And you will also be able to get a free PDF guide so that you can use it when you are dealing with circumference and how to find the radius. So let's get right into making this trendy pants. This pants is a balloon pants, but it also has a pleat in the front. And we are going to use the pivot method. Now, if you are familiar with pattern making, you will know that the pivot method is simply that you are going to close the dart and you're going to swing the pattern so that it is going to create a wideness at the bottom. Now, this pivot method is the easiest method to make this pattern for this type of pants because it requires less of you to be cutting out a pattern before you are able to use that. And there is another method called the slash and spread method, but that takes more time than the actual pivot method. First step is that you are going to draw a line on that pattern paper. And once you have drawn the line, then you are simply going to place the pattern over that line where the center of the dart is. So that dart line that you have, you want the center to be on that actual line and the tip of the dart must be on that line. So once you place the tip of the dart on that line and you also have the end of the hem on the line at the bottom, then you are ready to simply pivot the pattern so that you will be closing the dart. So you are going to look on the left side of your dart and you're going to swing it from the tip of the dart so that it closes the dart, and then you will have that dart leg that is going to be touching the line, and you will notice that the pattern is going to swing out at the hem. Now then you are going to use your pencil or your marker and you're going to mark around the edge of the pattern, which is now going to be that part that has the side seam coming all around the side seam, going down to the bottom at the hem, up to that line that you have on your pattern. Once you do that, then you are going to move that off the paper. The next step is that you will create a line that is going to be parallel to that first line, and you need it to be 4 inches wide from that first line. Then after you've done so, you need to create another line that is also going to be parallel to that one, 4 inches apart. So you should have 3 lines right now on the paper with 4 inches between 2 of those lines. Now once you have that, then the next thing you're going to do is that you are going to draw a perpendicular line from that line that's coming down from the top, from the waist area down to the bottom, a line perpendicular that is going to be for the waistline area, and that should be coming from that dart. So once you have done that, then the next thing that you're going to do, you're going to slide the pattern over to the third line that you have. When you slide it over, you need to make sure that the tip of the dart is on that line and also it is at the top, touching that perpendicular line that is going across. So that dart leg on the right side is going to be touching on that line now. Once it is touching on that line, you will notice that the bottom of the pants is going to spread out. So now you need to trace around the top of the waist, coming down the center front, going along the crotch area, coming down the inseam and back at the hem and back to that line that is on your pattern paper. Now, after you've done that, you will notice that there is a wide spread at the bottom, and that's fine. You can now connect your line there so that you will have the hem of the pants, and you will have that spread for the pleats. So in order to create this balloon pants effect, the sides are going to go out. So at the knee area on that pants, you need to go out about 2 inches. You can go out 2.5 to 3 inches, but I'll say 2 inches is fine. Once you go out the 2 inches on the side seam of that pants, then you are going to use your hip curve and connect that line to the hip area on the side of the pants. And then you will also connect that line from there by the knee area to the hem of the pants, where the line for the original pattern piece is. So you're going to connect those lines. Then you're going to move now to the inseam. So the inseam, you are going to go out about 1.5 inches along the knee area. And when you go out 1.5 inches, you are going to connect that to the crotch area and the inseam right at the top there. Then you are going to do the same thing from the knee area and connect that to the hem of the pants. So now you have formed out the front of the pants. What you're going to do next, you're going to fold along that first line that you have created, which is now the part of the dart, and you're going to fold it over to that center line, because remember you have 3 lines there that are going to be parallel to each other. So fold the first one to the second one, and that will create a pleat. Then you're going to fold along the last one or the third line, and you're going to fold it towards the first one that you just created. Then I would say that you should take that down. So now the pleat is there, which is no longer the dart, because you have pivot that front of the pants, and now use literally like close the darts, and you are going to form the pleats. You don't have to iron the pleat all the way down on this pants. It should be free flowing. It should look like a tuck, right? So now that you have that, you are ready to create the back of the pants for this trendy bubble pants that has a pleat at the front. So what you're going to do, you are going to still create another line on the pattern paper, and then you are going to lay that center line that is on your paper on that line, and you're going to trace around the edges of the pattern. Once you have traced around the edges of your pattern, now it's time for you to create that bubble effect. For the back of the pants, you don't need to close the dart and spread it. It is fine. You can simply keep the dart that you have in the original pants pattern and use that. All you need to do is extend by the knee area for the inseam of the pants and also for the side seam of the pants. So you would use the same measurement that you went out on the front of the pants at the side seam, and that is 2 inches right around the knee area, and you will curve that back to the hip area, the same place or same position where you did that curving for the front of the pants. And you will do the same thing towards the hem. You simply taper it back to the hem of the pants. Now for the inseam, you would go out 1.5 inches, and then you would curve it up to the crotch area, and then you will curve it also down to the hem of the pants. And that now is simply the back of your pants. So this is one of the styles of this trendy bubble pants. You can also make it where it doesn't have the pleat at the front. You can simply make it where it still has the dart at the front, but for this particular video you are making it with that pleat at the front. And you can also be more creative and make it with an overlapping pleat at the front or a double pleat at the front. So you can go back and watch this video of mine where you can learn how to make this other trendy pants so that you can level up and elevate your wardrobe and wear different styles and go out there and rock. So in conclusion, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And while you're at it, don't forget to also share this video with others around the world so they too can learn how to make this trendy bubble pants that that has a pleat at the front. And guess what? Don't forget to hit that link below so you can get your free PDF guide and also book a one-on-one call with me. Thank you for watching and see you soon on the next video to come. Bye now.